Welcome everyone to our channel, Sabia Vejes. Sexualidad y Salud. I want to start this talk by thanking you for being here with me, taking a moment to discuss a topic that, although it may be delicate, deserves our attention and understanding. Today, we will focus on a question that many men over 60 and their partners may have asked themselves. Why do some men, upon reaching this stage of life, ejaculate without expelling semen? Although this topic may seem complicated or embarrassing for some, it is completely natural and has clear explanations from both a medical and psychological perspective. Our goal here is not just to inform but also to demystify and provide reassurance. This talk is aimed at people over 50 because we believe that wisdom and experience allow us to address these issues with maturity and without taboos. To begin, it is important to understand that the human body undergoes changes throughout life. Sexuality, like any other aspect of our health, evolves over time. In men, one of the changes that can occur is a decrease or even the absence of semen ejaculation during orgasm. This does not necessarily mean that something is wrong. Rather, it can be part of a natural process linked to aging or certain health conditions. One of the main reasons this happens is called retrograde ejaculation. This phenomenon occurs when semen, instead of being expelled outward during climax, retreats into the bladder. This can be due to various factors, including changes in the muscles surrounding the urethra and the bladder neck. With age, these muscles may lose some of their tone or strength, making it easier for semen to take this alternative path. Although this may sound alarming, I want to reassure you that retrograde ejaculation is not dangerous and does not negatively affect health in most cases. Another common factor is the impact of certain medications. Many men over 60 take medications to control conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or prostate problems. Some of these treatments can affect the nervous system or the muscles involved in ejaculation, reducing or eliminating the release of semen. It is important to talk to your doctor if you suspect that a medication is contributing to this change. Sometimes there are alternatives that can minimize this side effect. In other cases, surgery can play a role. For example, procedures to treat prostate enlargement, a very common condition in older men, often have retrograde ejaculation as a side effect. This occurs because these surgeries can alter the structures that control the release of semen. Although these procedures significantly improve quality of life by relieving symptoms such as difficulty urinating, it is important to be informed about the possible changes they may bring to sexual function. Another aspect to consider is hormonal balance. Over the years, testosterone levels in men tend to gradually decrease. This hormone plays a crucial role in sperm production and sexual desire. Although a decrease in testosterone is not usually the sole cause of ejaculation without semen, it can contribute to the overall picture. Here, an endocrinologist can be very helpful in evaluating whether hormone levels are within normal ranges and, if necessary, proposing strategies to manage them. From a psychological perspective, it is also important to mention that concerns related to sexual performance or bodily changes can generate anxiety or tension, which in turn can affect sexual response. In these cases, open communication with your partner and, if necessary, the support of a specialized therapist can make a big difference. Sexuality and maturity does not have to be centered on the amount of semen ejaculated. Pleasure, emotional connection, and intimacy remain fundamental aspects that enrich our lives. I also want to dispel a common myth. The absence of semen does not mean that the orgasm has disappeared. Men who experience retrograde ejaculation or a reduction in semen volume can still fully enjoy sexual pleasure and satisfaction. Orgasm is an experience that involves the brain, the nervous system, and the entire body, and it does not depend solely on the release of semen. Let's also talk about how these changes can influence the couple's relationship. For many people, aging brings a new way of experiencing intimacy. Emotional connection, trust, and communication become more important than ever. Sharing our concerns and experiences with our partner can strengthen the relationship and open doors to new ways of enjoying sexuality. It is also important to keep in mind that while these changes are common, not all men will experience them in the same way. Each body is unique, and what is normal for one may not be for another. Therefore, if there are concerns or changes that cause discomfort, it is always advisable to seek the opinion of a healthcare professional. They can help determine if the change is part of normal aging or if there is another factor at play. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought that goes beyond the surface. A thought that invites introspection and depth. Sexuality and maturity is not merely a chapter of life. It is a profound testament to our continued vitality, a reminder that love, connection, and intimacy are as much a part of who we are as any other stage of life. While our bodies may change with age, the essence of our desire, the need to love, to be loved, to experience the beauty of human connection, remains unwavering. In fact, it often deepens, grows richer, and becomes more meaningful as we embrace it with openness and understanding. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that passion and intimacy belong only to youth, but this is a misconception that many live with. The truth is, maturity brings with it a wisdom that allows us to appreciate the subtleties of connection that we might have missed before. There's a depth to desire and pleasure in later life that comes from understanding not just the physical, but the emotional and psychological layers of intimacy. This stage of life, though different from what we may have known, is a place where exploration, growth, and connection can thrive. It is a time to unearth new possibilities, to rediscover the joys of touch, affection, and closeness, and to accept that the human heart has no expiration date. We must not fear this phase, but instead, we should honor it, celebrate it, and embrace it with the wisdom that comes from lived experience. This is a time to explore with curiosity, to learn without judgment, and to love without reservation. The ability to connect and feel desire does not fade. It transforms, deepens, and becomes a reflection of our enduring capacity for love and affection. Thank you, deeply, for being here. Thank you for listening, for allowing yourself to be part of this conversation, and for contributing to a community that is committed to growth, to understanding, and to savoring every phase of life, no matter how it unfolds. Your participation, your questions, and your insights are what make this journey meaningful. If you have any thoughts, concerns, or topics you wish to explore with us in future discussions, please share them in the comments. This is your space, your voice, and your story matters here. It is with a heart full of reverence that I invite you to continue this sacred journey with me in the next episode of Sabia of Ages. Sexualidad y Salud. In the quiet spaces between words, where the essence of life speaks the loudest, we will dive into the depths of what it means to truly live and love through the passage of time. This journey is not simply one of existence, but of awakening to the full truth of our being, shedding the veils of illusion, and embracing the boundless potential that resides in each of us, no matter our age. As we walk through the seasons of our lives, we come to understand that the wisdom we gather is not a linear accumulation of knowledge, but a profound remembering, a return to the deepest truths of who we are. In the depth of every wrinkle, every gray hair, and every quiet breath, we uncover the quiet but unwavering presence of love that transcends all things. This love is not bound by time, nor by physical appearance, but is a force that resides within, infinite and eternal, guiding us towards deeper self-acceptance, compassion, and connection. To age is not a loss, but a divine unfolding, a constant invitation to live more fully and authentically with each passing moment. It is a call to step deeper into the mystery of life, to embrace both the joys and the sorrows with an open heart, knowing that both are sacred teachers on our journey. The wisdom of age is not found in avoiding pain or sorrow, but in fully embracing them, knowing they are the very things that shape our souls and bring us closer to our truest selves. In this journey, we are not just exploring the surface of life, but its very essence, the divine spark that connects all things, that lives in every touch, every word, every shared moment. Together, we will go beyond the physical realm of health and sexuality and step into the spiritual, where love and connection transcend the limitations of the body and reach into the vast, infinite expanse of the soul. This path we share is one of profound transformation, not only in how we see ourselves but in how we see the world and each other. We are called not just to live, but to awaken to the infinite possibilities that lie within us, to open our hearts fully to the sacredness of life, and to honor the beauty that resides in each moment. For in this sacred dance of life, love, and wisdom, we are reminded that we are eternal beings, unfolding with each breath, each step, each heartbeat, into the fullest expression of who we are meant to be.